everybody, this is CJ Fox, and I'm back again with another model train or model locomotive review. And today, this one is a very special locomotive. Even though this is not the original box that came with this locomotive, and of course it's not Athearn's blue box, but as you read in the title of the video, this here is my first DCC locomotive I ever got off of eBay. And let me tell you, this thing was an absolute steal. So it's in the box right here, and I'm going to take it right on out. As you can see, it's not in particularly the best of shape. It did have its rear handrail. It came off and I lost it somewhere. I'll have to find it and glue it back on. But overall, this is basically the first DCC equipped locomotive I ever got. And by far, it's out of all my DCC engines that I run, this thing is by far the best performer that I've got. I can haul about at least 20 to 30 cars with this locomotive. And that is very impressive for a model like this. It's nice and heavy. It's an Athearn's ready to run, which if you take that screw off and take the gas tanks off, you will be able to see the motor mounts. The handrails, as you can see, they're flimsy. That's because this is a very high quality model. And you can see right up front, I'll see if I can bring it in for a closer shot to get a look at the details. Along the front end, you can see this fantastic detail with the windshield wipers actually being physically there, not printed onto the plastic or anything. You got the mirrors right here. There's no window, those shades or whatnot. What was it called? Yeah, you get what I mean. Those were not on there when I got it. Number boards, fit number 5010, which, if I recall, this locomotive in real life is still around and in active service, but it's been repainted, and I believe it has been renumbered in real life. I'll have to, Google that. I'll have to research that. And you go along the side with the old Santa Fe paint scheme, which I believe, if I recall, this is from the 1970s. This locomotive's appearance from the 1970s. Overall, it's yeah, you get what I mean. Something just flew off it. Oh, that's just paint chip from the handrail. As you can see, it's most likely the paint on here was not originally there. It looks like it was pre-applied, probably from the previous owner. Speaking of the previous owner, how I got this locomotive from eBay is that, well, I'll have to show pictures of it. I do have pictures saved up from eBay from when I bought this locomotive. The pictures were absolutely grainy, and they looked like they were taken from like a 20-year-old camera. And it was an eBay bid. It was an auction, and I managed to score this locomotive for what reason nobody else bid on it other than probably the grainy photos. And it wasn't listed on eBay that it had DCC, and that's astounding. And I was the only bidder. I won it for the low price of $29. Now, for $29 for a DCC locomotive, that's just plain robbery. You're not going to get a DCC locomotive for $29. And I told the guys at the club that I'm a part of, the Green Bay Area Model Railroad Club, they were just mind blown that I got it for this locomotive for that cheap. And for all the kind of features this locomotive have, it does have directional lighting, which the headlight up on top right here and the headlight in the back alternate when it goes this turns on when it goes backwards, and this turns on when it goes forward. And even this little yard light actually activates on its own. Though also, this locomotive also runs on DC. Though, of course, it requires quite a bit of energy, but it still has plenty of pulling power when I use it for my DC layout. And it even says on the bottom right here, DC, it says DCC, it says DEC, but it's meant to say DCC on the bottom. And basically, also this part in the middle right here kind of pops off. And you can see all the wiring and the decoder all kind of nestled on top of what is the motor right here. Though I don't use this locomotive that much, it is an absolutely fantastic unit. So, with that out of the way, let's take it over to the track and see how it currently runs. Alright, I got pretty much all the available cars that I have, other than the passenger cars and one hopper car that currently the couplers need some work. So, let's see if this locomotive can haul a total of, let me count here. Okay, I just counted that there is approximately 20 cars, including the caboose, attached just to this one engine. So let's give it a shot and see if my SD40-2 can handle it. And would you look at that? It handles all these cars with ease. By far, this locomotive is one of my most powerful. And yes, that is a Chicago Northwestern caboose, as I don't have a Santa Fe caboose yet. Unless you know where to find one, just let me know. Oh, I think the train just broke away. Oh, whoops. Yep, we just got ourselves a derailment. Gonna have to clean that up. Alright, I apologize for that mishap. So let's try this again, shall we? So yeah, this car right here basically decoupled right here. So I got to keep an eye on that. And it happened again. Apparently, this boxcar in particular is having issues. So I have to probably fix its couplers or something, and so yeah. Let's get back to rolling. With model railroading, pretty much these accidents are always guaranteed to happen. But that's all really part of the fun of it. So yeah, back to the locomotive, this thing is an absolute unit. Plenty of pulling power. And since it's an Athearn's, it is guaranteed to be super reliable, as this model has proven it. So yeah, this has been CJ Fox, and I hope you enjoyed this video along with its mishaps, and I will see you guys again in the next model train review video. So, see you soon. Bye bye.